Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new car and a new project. I told you in the last video I had a car you hadn't seen yet, got some cool stuff in the works. Well, today we have my 2011 Audi A3 TDI and I have this beautiful delete pipe from Nat Performance that we are going to be installing today and hopefully getting rid of the DPF on this car, which is currently clogged. So that's the goal of this. Gonna take it all apart. Hopefully it'll sound cooler, get better gas miles, be more reliable. All pluses I see. So let's go ahead and start tearing into it. We're gonna start with this heat shield here, a couple of 10 mils. While we're doing this, I wanna give a huge thanks to Nat Performance for sending this kit out. I was very happy that they wanted to work with me, and I'm very excited to see how this kit improves the car. It looks great. I've heard good things about their products, and I'm very excited to make this car better than what it already is. That is not coming. There we go. So you have 3 10 mils on the top of this heat shield, and this thing should pop off. I didn't do anything other than pull this car in the garage like an hour ago. You can tell this DPF is clogged because this stuff's super hot. It ran for maybe 2 minutes, and that was an hour ago. And all of these bolts are hot still, which must mean they got very hot when the car was on earlier. Wheel this guy out. Get it out of the way. Next, I'm gonna use this 22 mil wrench on this O2 sensor to try and get it out before we unhook the downpipe from the turbo. And then I'm gonna try to not have to remove these sensors in the car, so I'm just gonna unplug them like so. And then I will let these plugs go down with the downpipe when we remove it. Now that I've sprayed the V-band with some PP Blaster, we're gonna try and use this really long Allen socket to get the V-band off, and just like that. It's the V-band loose, now I just gotta pop it the rest of the way off. With a screwdriver, there we go. Just like that. Just in case you couldn't see that, folded our V-band up just like that. So then if I get this the rest of the way off, that's the top part of the downpipe disconnected. All right, next I'm going to take off this exhaust mount. Just kind of going to start unbolting everything I can see that is part of the exhaust. I'm realizing I think my EGR cooler is definitely leaking because there's a lot of stuff under here that's nice and wet that should not be. So I can probably go ahead and take this. I think this is actually, this might actually be the DPF here. Either that or it's a kind of converter or a muffler of some sort. It's something big and bulky and needs to go. So there's another V-band right up here. I think you can see that. A V-band here, and there's another V-band down here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, get it out of our way. Now I just need to pop this V-band off, same as before. Oh, that's the wrong one. It would definitely help to try on the one that's actually loose. Update for you, I opened Pandora's box over here. Unplugged our O2 sensor to thread the wire back up through. I was able to break that V-band loose, but I cannot get this third section of the V-band right here loose. So I moved the O2 sensor wire so I can stick my screwdriver there and pop it off. All right, that's this big guy out with the O2 sensor. Now it's just time to get the rest of the up pipe. So from here up to the back of the turbo up there. There's that big thing up there. This big guy, which is gonna be a lot of fun. But hey, no sense complaining about it. Let's just do it. So this is where it may or may not dump coolant on me. That's when I break this one loose. I think I've already got 2 of the 3 sides of the V-band to pop off. Let's see if I can get the rest by just pushing on it. Not quite. Let's see if I can up and over. What if I grab this guy and pull back? Oh, we're going somewhere, folks. We're going to Disney World. There we go. This guy, whoop! I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a gasket. Something just came. I hope the camera caught that. I popped this off and something came flying at me. Okay, we're gonna do the EGR next, which should be these 2 bolts here. This one's not that hard to get to. The top one, however. I might have to get creative. Get this guy loose. Okay, that's one. We just gotta get the top one. This would be so cool of Audi if I could sneak a socket in there with like a wobble extension. It is storming something fierce outside right now. Lots of thunder. This would be so very BMW of Audi if they actually left me room to get a tool in here. Because I am privy to the B5S4 where they did not leave you room to put a tool anywhere. Oh, that's crazy. This was on the tripod, like hanging on the back of the camera. That's crazy. I totally missed that. Alright, we'll see if we can get this out. My hardest not to bump the camera. We might be cooking with gas. It's just a maybe still though. All right, we got the little guy out. Now we got to deal with this. All this up here. So make sure you can see. Okay, so we have this bracket right here. This holds the rest of our exhaust in place. So it's disconnected front and rear. You see, I can't move it at all. So next we gotta take this bracket off. This I think is 13s. I need a 2-post. I don't know if it's just me, but creepers piss me off to no end when you're trying to, you're just trying to roll around, do something simple. And the creeper's like, oh no, there's an atom here. A singular atom. I cannot. Of course it's too tall. All right, I need a short socket. I think this is the DSG filter up here. So I'm getting sidetracked. I bought stuff to do a DSG. I just dropped the. Bought stuff to do a DSG fluid change. And all the forums talk about like, oh yeah, there's the filter. It's blah blah blah, and I'm like, it's all same here at any point. But I think I found it. I found a filter. I found a. Well, it looks like an oil filter, but it's not the oil filter. I assume that's it. Shall see. Oh, my crunchy ratchet. The icon that I stripped teeth on and that I haven't taken back to get replaced yet because I never remember to take it with me when I go to Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight. But the like 2 icon tools I have that need to be replaced, I have just never actually gotten around to taking them back because, you know, they still function. Not perfectly, but like, I mean, they work. Icon tools on top. Icon of Milwaukee. If I had to go buy all new tools tomorrow, it would be Milwaukee Power Tools, Icon hand tools. There's one. How about I'll take the bolts off the top? Pry at it a little with my super skinny screwdriver that definitely won't just bend. Oh, it's moving a little. Moves a little. Alright, I gotta make sure that if I'm gonna leave the EGTs and stuff in, I gotta make sure I have them all loose. Fortunately, found 2 things while I was up here. One good, one bad. There's another bolt right down here, 13. The bad thing is there's a bunch of hoses and stuff. I knew about the EGTs. These guys right here. But there's a bunch of stuff I didn't know about attached to it. So now we gotta tear that all apart. Okay, I have a small update for you. So I took the axle out. It's like, what, 6 or 8 triple squares. And then there is one more EGT. Oh, wow, you can't see anything. This is not that dim for me, but, all right, you see that little guy right up there? Here, let me put the light here and I'll point at it. That guy right there. Its wiring harness runs down the right side of the tunnel, comes down into Pandora's box, and that's actually what plugs into this orange connector. So that should be all 3 of our EGTs, and then I just had to undo that little bracket you saw me undo up top. I'm gonna try and fish this thing out, but I'm gonna put you on a time lapse because I have no idea how long this is gonna take. So here we have the direct comparison. New Nat Performance, old Audi. I mean, look at how much extra junk there is on this. I mean, like, so many extra points for failure, so many points for leaks. Both of these get clogged. Or nice, simple, pretty, probably way easier to install and uninstall. So what we're gonna find out right now, we're gonna take this piece of artwork, shove it right here onto the back of our turbo. All right, so to catch you up before I put it back in, all the extra stuff I had to do was this hose was hung up on, it attaches to right there. There's 2 hoses that go into that little, I think it's a recirc. I gotta figure out where this goes and if I need to cap it or what I need to do with it. But that was hung up, and then it was just a lot of manhandling it to get it to fit down through here, in addition to taking the axle out. So not too bad all in all, but you gotta do a little finagling to get it out. Okay, so I have on here some silicone I got from my neighbor. That is the most interesting stuff I have ever encountered. It is like brown. But this Permatex, it's brown and it kind of smells like cinnamon. It's gotta be the weirdest gasket maker I have ever come in contact with. And the bottle looks like it's pretty old. Like this bottle might be 15 years old, so we'll see if this even seals. Shouldn't really need to actually seal much because not much should come into here anymore. Nothing should come into here anymore. Or out of here, I should say. Because we are deleting all of this. All right, that's part number 1 done. Next is going to be, I would say, the downpipe. Oops. I guess same goes if I absolutely smack the camera. Okay, that's through there. Now we can twist it. Now we can twist it. Oh, like a glove compared to the stock one. At least in terms of coming out. Okay, I'm gonna hope that that doesn't fall on my face while I go and put the V-band on. Like so. Get the V-band on. Actually get the V-band around the pipe. The V-band on the turbo. Boom. Just like that. Now I guess I need to move the hangers off the exhaust back onto the new one. Now that I put the rest of that exhaust mount on, we can go ahead and tighten up our V-band and put our O2 sensor back in. Because unlike a lot of the other sensors, we will be keeping the O2 sensor. Tight enough. All right, now we take our O2 sensor. Thread it in. Grab my 22mm wrench and tighten it down. All right. Now I can route this back over this side and plug it back in where it goes. Now we're going to take these 2 bolts off to finish the rest of the mid-pipe install. Let's see if we can get these loose. A little double wrench for you. Oh yeah. Okay, it's at least spinning. Let's see if I can get this other one to spin. If not, we can always break out the blowtorch. This one wasn't even that bad. I bet it's gonna get to where the rust is built up on the threads, and then it's gonna be mucho unhappy. Here's nothing. There it went. I'm now covered in rust. Got it. Smoking a little. That's why you always have bigger power tools. Oh, this should be fun. Do I have to take them both off? I hope not. No, I think I have to. Shit. Alright. Well, I didn't PB blast these ones, so. You can't even see me. You can see me. Yeah. See some of that YouTube magic. Just like that. Some crusty bolts. I don't know if I'm reusing this slip coupler or what's going on here, but now I can get this next section of the new kit. This goes in here, like so. Ooh, I might ever so slightly out of room. Yeah, so all I need is that factory coupler. You probably can't even see that. So all I need is that factory coupler, new clamp, and we'll be golden right there. And then it goes all the way up. See if I can get this coupler on so we can at least start it. I gotta do the tune still, but I gotta get this guy off first. But I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, I'm gonna get started with the process of flashing the car. This will differ depending on who you buy your tune through, so just follow the instructions on your tuner's website. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. This is only like the fourth time I've done this, but never done it with the little like remote dongle thingy. Always done it with a tuner. So I'm gonna do that, throw you on time lapse, and we'll see where that gets us. All right, tune is flashed. Now it's time to do a little cold start. Got most of everything out of the engine bay. I'm also doing a DSG flush, which I need to start the car and put it in gear and roll through the gears to do that. But we'll go ahead and I'm gonna open the door and we'll start it and see what it sounds like. Can't wait. It's cranking like crazy, but now it won't start. What the fuck? there you have it. It's been about a week since I deleted it. The car's great. I mean, it's better on diesel. It's more fun around town. It sounds way better. It doesn't sound like a vacuum anymore. I'm stoked. I mean, it really feels like driving a car worthy of a DSG now, in the terms of it feels sporty-ish. I know it's still just TDI. Obviously, I have race cars for sporty stuff, but it's fun, which is what's most important to me. The fact that this car, the car I drive every day to work, is a lot of fun now. So I'm incredibly thankful to the people at Nat Performance for wanting to work with me and for sending this kit out. So be sure you go check them out. It'll be the top link in the description. Below that will be my Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to check it out there. More other stuff, smaller, shorter form content, sometimes spliced up videos, but I post there first most of the time. So if you want to stay in the loop, be sure to follow me there. But with all that said, thanks to everybody who watched this far. We're probably about the 30-minute mark if I had to guess. I mean, it's been a lot to cover with installing the whole delete kit on this, driving and stuff like that. But really appreciate you all watching this far. And again, thanks to the people over at NAT. But with that being said, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.